Showtime.
What's going on? Good evening, everyone.
What's happening?
What's happening, Todd? Good to see you again, my friend. Good to see everyone else kind of popping in here and saying hello. Again, please drop your name in the comments section if you plan on fishing the Orange Lake event so that we can make sure you are here for the captain's meeting. So, Scott, good to see you, man. We got Christopher Blanco, Chris Parker, Harrelson, Albert Poor, Jason Leach, Christopher Lindsay, Albert Poor again, Frizzy. What's going on, Frizzy? David, Hunter Taylor. I think that's one of the new anglers there too. What's going on, Hunter? Devin, Parker, Lindsay, Christopher Blanco. Yep, your name. Put your name. Thank you for listening, Harrelson. Please put your full name and full first and last name. And Alan Moore. What's going on, guys? Good to see you. We'll get started here momentarily. We'll wait for a couple more folks to hop in. We're at 15 so far. So what's going on, Tom? Okay. Awesome. How's everyone doing? Y'all excited for Orange Lake? I know I am. It's been fun, that's for sure. Okay. Yo, Chris Mitchell, he's not late this time. All right. We're at 16 now, so give it about another minute or so, and then we'll get started. Yeah, I know it seems like it's been forever since we've done one of these captain's meetings. We've been talking about it. We're definitely excited to start to be more consistent. Hopefully no more storms come this way. I know there's a big one out in the Gulf right now that's about to hammer, west of Texas a little bit. So thank God it's not coming this way again. So we can use a break and get out there and go ready to go fishing for sure. Sherman Bishop is trying to deflect that he's won the past two FKBT Orange Lake events and secured the big bass both times. So I think people more consistency for history purposes. Sherman Bishop is probably the one to look after there.
Yeah, I just want to hook a rope to the back of Sherman Bishop's old time and just kind of follow him around, be his co-angler.
Yeah, hey, I'll be his photographer for this event. How about it?
Yeah, I'll be his co-angler fishing from the back of the boat.
Yeah. Sherman, you're too nice of a guy, man. That's for sure. Sherman is going down this time. Well, I think there's a lot of people out there that's been fishing this lake. I think it's going to be up to it's fair game for anybody at this point. I think we're at 36 right now. Last time I checked, I got to remove somebody from the list, so it's going to bump it down one entry. I think we're at 37, but I got to remove somebody, so that'll make it 36. So it's anybody's game out there. Orange Lake has giants in it, and anybody can stumble upon one and put it on the board. So we're looking forward to it for sure. All right, so we got 21 folks on here. Oh, 37. Okay, 37 now. Mitchell just signed up, thankfully. So
I know Sean signs up, it'll be 38.
Yep. Hey, we might be around that 40 angler mark again, which would be fantastic. I definitely think it's going to be around the 45 angler mark. If we can reach 50 again, that would be awesome. That would be absolutely amazing if we can continue that streak. So I know, Christopher Blanco, yeah, we're definitely going to be in the 40s. I know if we reach that 50 mark, that's going to be fantastic. So I know there's a couple other events that are going on in the Central Florida area, so that might impact some of it, but definitely we're going to go out to Orange Lake and have a blast regardless. So we're looking forward to it. If it's your first time fishing Orange Lake, you're definitely going to be in for a treat. That's the Florida Bass Nation just had their championship out of there, and there were two, I would say, over 10-pound bass, because Amy's bass looked in weight wise, it looked to be about the same, if not a little bit bigger than Mitchell's, in my opinion, if I was there. So I definitely think 9-pound, 10-pound bass, both of those anglers are going to be fishing in this event coming up on Saturday, as well as Sherman Bishop. He's known to go out there and absolutely smack them and catch some big giants. So I know I saw some posts where Scott Gibbons was out there. I'm sure he's found them. So it's going to be fun out there for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing how many big fish can be caught and what the average bag is going to be. I would say post hurricane and everything that's going on, I would say we're going to have at least 4 or 5 of them in that 90-inch to 100-inch mark. And then the vast majority of the fill will probably be in the 70 to mid 80 range, if that's from what I've seen and what I went out there one day and got to catch a few. But I'm excited to see how it is. What's up, Frederick? So what we're going to do, we're going to keep this short and sweet like we have been. If you're new here, thank you guys for joining the FKBT. We're definitely looking forward to having you guys be a part of our club and everything that we have to offer. Again, we're extremely blessed to have such a good following and new anglers that are joining daily, weekly, monthly. So we're definitely thankful for all of that. But first things first, if you are new here, we do things a little bit differently as far as some prerequisites before the event, just to kind of take care of some things on your behalf as an angler. So on the FKBT official page, if this is your first event that you fished this year or with the FKBT, please go back to the Florida Kayak Bass Trail official page and snap a photo of your catch board or your Yak Attack leaderboard. No fish on it, please. Just make sure that there's a post there. Follow what everyone else has done. Make sure you upload a photo there so that we can review it ahead of time to make sure that your board meets the requirements that we have in our rules, as far as having a contrasting mark and that your board is clean and there's nothing there that could potentially lead to a disqualification in the event. So please do that first and foremost. That's on our Facebook page. If you don't use Facebook, you can text a picture of it to my cell phone at 318-518-2758. I'll drop that comment, or I'll drop my phone number in the comment section so you guys can send that photo there. But that is definitely something we do to ensure your guys' stuff is good to go in the time of the event. Something else that I would ask everyone to do between now and Lines End is update the Fishing Chaos app. Go back through the app and test your settings. Make sure that your location and everything is good to go. And then if you have questions, comments, or concerns, or want to test that, we do have the Florida Kayak Bass Trail Test Tournament on Fishing Chaos. It's free. You just search for it. We've shared it on our official page. You can register for it. It's free. And you can upload a random photo. It doesn't have to be a picture of a fish. Just snap a brand new photo of the ground or whatever it is that's in your in front of you, and upload that photo, and then we can go in and verify that your XF data location is captured. The reason why that is so important is because our judge is going to be monitoring that, because that XF data is what shows the judge the exact location of where that fish was submitted. Okay, not where it was uploaded, but where the photo was captured, and that is what we're looking at. We want to make sure that that location is within the boundaries of our event. Okay. Also, with it being in the Ocala region, cell phone service may be spotty in areas that you are fishing. Okay, so if you wait to get on the road and upload those fish, and your XF data location is not set properly, when you upload those fish on the road back to the award ceremony, it's going to show you on the road. And then we're going to disqualify those fish because we cannot determine if those fish were actually caught in tournament waters, in bounds. So please do your due diligence. Low resolution will be enabled for these events. But please, 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 when you do that, make sure that your camera lenses and everything is clear of dust or any debris. If you have your phone in a case and you take a photo and it's already blurry because your phone case is dirty, make sure you do your due diligence and make sure that you're uploading clean and as clear as possible photos for our judges to be able to make a proper determination on your submission. if we can't determine if the mouth of the fish is touching the bump board or the tail, the quarter-inch increments on the tail, the judge will deny that fish and reach out to you and ask for you to upload, re-uploaded that fish to the submission. Okay, that's just so that we can make the proper determination on the on that particular fish. Okay, if you're out there and you're catching a fish that may be perceived or may be looked at like it's dead, it has something wrong with its eye, or it's just an awkward color, has a gash, or it's bleeding profusely, and the judge deems that they're going to request you to provide a release video, make sure that you guys, it's highly encouraged. Obviously, if you can't provide that video, then that fish is going to be DQ'd. So just take a quick video of the fish on the board. Say, this is my 22-inch fish. It is alive and well. You pick the fish up off the board, you put the fish in the water, and you record that fish swimming away. You end the video, and if you do that, that's just extra insurance for you as the tournament angler to say, hey, no, this fish did swim away. It is not dead. Okay? That's a simple thing to do there. But yeah, those are some things that we just kind of want to get out of the way ahead of time for you guys that may be new here and first time fishing with the FKBT. Our judge is Daniel. He is with the KBFTN, which is up in Tennessee. He will be doing our judging for this event. And if you see a number from Tennessee, pick it up. That's him reaching. No, it isn't from Tennessee. Where is it?
It's Kansas.
Kansas
City,
okay.
I think. It's
okay.
812 area code or something like that. Let me see here.
We'll share that information, just the area code for that. So if you
816.
see an 816 area code, that's going to be Daniel. He's going to be reaching out to you guys in the event that a fish gets DQ'd. Okay. Again, be respectful, right? He's doing his job like he's been told to do, following our rules. Okay. So there should be nothing, we are human. He's human. If he makes a mistake, we will make sure that we adjust it and that it's handled accordingly. Okay. I promise you, we'll do our due diligence in that regards to make sure that you guys are squared away. Okay. So with that being said, for the Orange Lake events, if you haven't noticed or been paying attention to the official page or watched our live when me, Sean and Todd went live last Saturday, we made an update to Orange Lake with Orange Lake and Loch Loosa being available. We were notified last Saturday, rather, of the University of Florida hosting a charity event, a fundraiser event on Orange Lake, going out of the Marjorie Keenan boat ramp on the east side of the lake, which is going to be potentially be the main launch for our event, which is fine. They've been there before in the past, but they didn't have a large number of boats. This year, we don't know how many boats it is. They just show up and pay at the ramp, and then they go out and compete, right? So with there being a limited number of ramps on Orange Lake as it is on the east side, and then the 2 on the west side, those 3 boat ramps are available, so please utilize those. So in an event to just kind of spread out the water, we opened up Loch Loosa for that matter. Okay, and those launches have been added to the map overlay on the FKBT official page. Doesn't mean you have to fish Loch Loosa at all. We just open it up as an opportunity for you guys to go and use that to kind of open up some of the water. They absolutely, Loch Loosa definitely has monsters. We worked our way up there on Sunday and scoped it out. A lot of pads, a lot of hydrilla. It's similar to Orange Lake. We didn't make it too far because the wind picked up, but those ramps and everything are on that overlay. If you have any questions in regard to any of the boundaries, any of the approved launches, Sean Spears is not with us tonight because he is loading up and he is on his way down to fish the event from North Carolina. You want to talk about dedication? Sean has traveled from Raleigh or Fayetteville, North Carolina for both the first and second event. So he's on the road right now. But our official page, I'm going to pin that boundaries to the top so everyone can see it. but I'm going to go ahead and Lochloosa Ramps is Lochloosa Park. Lochloosa Harbor Fish Camp. It's a private business with a $2 launch fee, and it is that those are the approved launch. Those are the 2 approved launches for Lochloosa. There's going to be no launching from the side of a road. There's not going to be launching from any other privatized housing or anything like that. You will have to utilize those 2 launches and the 3 authorized launches on Orange Lake. So those launches on Orange Lake, that is the Marjorie Kinnan Rawlings Historic Ramp on the east side. You're going to have Haggy Berry Park on the southwest side, and you have Sportsman Cove, which is going to be kind of on the central west side of the lake as well. Okay, the boundaries for Orange Lake is going to be the north 346. You cannot go past 346, and then on Orange Lake, you cannot go underneath or past State Road 301. Okay, and then when it comes to Lochloosa, same thing. You have pretty much there's boundaries are really 301. There's nothing that you can do to kind of get under that. So, anyways. But yes, Sean Spears will be signing up, David Myers. Pending any questions on the boundaries, again, the overlay that's on the FKBAT official page, if you use that on the map when you're on the water, it'll show your dot and it'll show where the boundaries are. So if you have any questions with that, please reach out to Sean Spears. He will be the one to answer those questions. Okay. Are there any questions? I'm just going to look here before I keep going. Okay, I don't see any questions. If you guys have anything, please drop them in the comment section below before we get started on moving in even further. All right, so the event details, lines in, the earliest available launch time, lines in, lines out, last photo submission, and when the award ceremony starts. I'll just kind of go ahead and talk about that. So with that being said, with that University of Florida launch happening and with daylight savings time, with it falling back a little bit, we, for this event and this event only, we have moved up the available launch time. Launch means you leaving the immediate boat ramp and going out to your where you're planning on starting out fishing, right? You may take your kayak off of the boat or off your trailer or launch your kayak before this time. It's just you can't leave and go underway to your fishing spot until 5:30. Okay, I don't want people to be like waiting until 5:30 to get their boats in the water at the boat ramp. You guys can get your boats ready at the boat ramp. There is going to be a spot that I'm going to highlight here as a staging area. I'm going to take a screenshot and I will put the staging area up on our members only page tonight so that you guys know once you launch, there's going to be an FKBT representative at the staging area. That's where you can be to get out of the way of the boat ramp. And then at 5:30, you can leave that staging area to go to your fishing spot. I will put staging areas out for each of the authorized launches so that everyone will be there, okay? And that is, if you're caught leaving that staging area before 5:30, you will be disqualified. It's as simple as that, okay? If you start fishing before lines in being 6:30, if you try fishing before then, you will be disqualified. It's as simple as that. If you see someone fishing before lines in, approach them, let them know, hey, this is the time. Report that information to me so I can get in contact with that angler and let them know that they've been disqualified. Okay, lines out is still going to be 3 o'clock. Okay, we're giving you guys 30 minutes of extra fishing time for this event. Lines out is going to be 3 o'clock. Okay, last photo submission, meaning all of your fish need to be uploaded onto the Fishing Chaos platform by 3:30. You got 30 minutes from lines out to get your fish uploaded. So if you're someone that holds onto your fish throughout the day and don't get them uploaded, and God forbid something crazy happens and time runs out before you're able to get your fish uploaded, oh well, we are not, and I repeat, we are not going to be turning the submission button back on after 3:30. Okay, so make sure you're uploading your fish throughout the tournament so that our judges can take an accurate look at it and get them submitted and get them approved. Last thing that we want to have happen is you guys submit your fish at the last minute within 30 minutes. 2 of your fish get disqualified because of a mouth's open or whatever infraction there might be. You don't have any other photos to submit or any other, you don't have any time to correct that or go out and catch 2 more fish, right? So you just kind of hurt yourself too in the long run. Now you only got 3 fish that were approved versus 2 because of mouth open or improper hand on the fish, so on and so forth. There's a number of things that you guys can do wrong that could potentially disqualify those fish. So please, please, please upload your fish. Utilize those functions. If you're having issues, contact one of the tournament directors immediately on the water. Do not wait till 3 o'clock to say, hey, I've been having an issue with uploading my fish. Text, call, whatever you need to do, myself, Todd, or Sean, so that we can kind of help and coach you through whatever you need to do. And it's something that we're tracking ahead of time. Okay? 3 o'clock is too late to be notifying us that you're having issues with your app. Okay? There's not much that we're going to be able to do for you in that 30-minute time frame to where we can ensure that your photos are getting uploaded. Okay? So hopefully, I'm trying not to sound like a broken record here, but I know we got some new folks and some new anglers that is their first year fishing with us. Just be cognizant and aware of your surroundings and cell phone service. Okay. I was out on the water on Sunday and I had no issues uploading fish. It might take a little bit longer than some. Sorry, I just saw a thing. So I haven't had any issues. No one's reported any cell phone service issues to me on the lake. We've never had any issues from previous tournaments. So should be no issues. Yes, you get an extra 30 minutes to fish here, Christopher. Lines in is 6:30. Lines in is at 6:30. Lines out is at 3. Traditionally, our tournaments start at 7 and go to 3. So 6:30 to 3 means that's a 30-minute addition to time there. So minimum length. The fish minimum length is what? 14 inches. No, it's 12. Minimum length is 12 inches. Make sure you guys are familiar with the rules. So Chris, thanks for that update there. Minimum length is 12 inches, not 14. Hand placement on the fish. I have a photo here that I want to show you guys because I know there are some other clubs out there that allow you to pinch the tail. We are a club that utilizes this as the proper hand placement. So make sure you guys aren't touching any of those red no touch zones, right? If your hand's hovering over it, right? And I'm going to show you guys a picture here in a minute of a fish that was DQ'd because of improper hand placement, okay? Your hand may cover the gill plate. It just cannot go underneath. It cannot enter the gill flap, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and hide that. This right here is proper hand placement. If you plan on putting your hand on the fish to keep it from flopping or whatever the case may be, that's proper hand placement, okay? This right here is not proper hand placement. Okay, right there, it appears that pinky is touching the eye, right? Also, to here, photo clarity could be an issue, right? So make sure there's a glare, right? I can see that is a 16-inch, but for the judge, that could be potentially a deciding factor there. If it was any worse than that, there's a good chance that photo would have been disqualifiable for clarity as well. So improper hand placement there, improper hand placement there as well. Okay, so make sure you guys are, if you plan on doing it, make sure that you guys are doing it right. There, we were not able to see and define if the mouth was making contact with the inside of the bump board there. So that fish submission there was also DQ'd. Okay. We're doing this just to kind of show you guys, so that you guys can learn and not make any mistakes. Okay. Right here, this photo of this fish was disqualified as well because portion of the bump on that catch board was cut off. Right. So make sure if you're taking the photo of your fish that you have the entirety of the bump board and everything is clearly visible. Okay. Make sure your identifier is visible. That right there is the authorized FKBT identifier. We're also utilizing last year's PBC identifier as well. That is also approved. You can either use, you can print them out, you can laminate them. We have PVC ones that we can hand out to anglers who haven't received them yet. If that's one of you, please reach out to me, and we can get that squared away. I don't actually have any with me anymore. I've given them to Todd and those guys because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to be at these events. But yes, Todd, I'm not sure where he's going to be at. Maybe Sportsman's Cove, right? And then there might be. I don't know if Jeff Gallagher is going to be at the Marjorie Keenan, maybe Rawlings boat ramp. I know that he may have some of them as well, but if not, we'll make sure just print them out and have them with you when you're there. Okay, Todd. Planning to use the Yak Attack ruler. No particulates about it from your experience. Any additional cautions needed? So the one thing that I have seen as far as the Yak leader or the Yak Attack leaderboard goes is a potential glare. So just make sure that you're taking a high enough quality photo to where the judge can read those 1/4 inch increments. Okay, it makes it kind of hard. If there's water and a sun glare on it, can make it hard or difficult to see. So yes, you can absolutely, Devin, you can absolutely use Sharpies on your card on these cards. Hold on, I'll pull it up. These cards here are laminated and used out of PVC. If you use Sharpie on it, which I highly recommend, all you got to do is take some off bug spray or fingernail polish, spray it on it, and wipe it off, and it's brand new and it's reusable for the next event, and it floats. But yes, 100%. I put Sharpie on mine. If you see right here, on this, that's Sharpie, and I just put bug spray, and it comes right off. Okay. Yeah, Magic Eraser is also a very great tool. Also, Chris Harrelson just purchased one of the space gray Yak Attack leaderboards, and it has a sticker, a manufacturing like promotional sticker on it for marketing. He peeled it off, and it had left some residue from the sticker on the board, and he went to go clean it off. When the material or the stuff that he used to try to remove the stickiness from the board actually took away and smeared the black ink that they use to fill in those 1/4 inch 1/4 inch increments. So be careful with that as well, please. 12 inches. Sorry, 12 inches. Oh. Fish maximum length is also okay. They're making fun of Chris Mitchell. All right, I was getting confused there. So, any questions so far on that? Thank you, Blanco, for bringing that up. Yak Attack leaderboards and your and the catch boards are the only 2 authorized measurement devices here in the FKBT. So hopefully you guys are squared away on that. I'm going to take a minute and turn it over to Todd here. He's going to talk to you guys about the safety precautions and anything else that I missed here so that you guys can be prepared to fish the event on Saturday.
All right. Number 1, safety out of all of it. Wear your PFD, your personal flotation device, at all times. The only time you can take your PFD off is if you're having to change out some clothes. And that's just taking it off, take your jacket off or shirt, whatever you're doing, and put it right back on. If you're seen without your PFD on, it is a DQ automatically. Safety is forefront in our tournaments at all times. You must have a flag running, and it must be above your head. With that, if you're launching before daylight, which we're launching at 5:30, lines in at 6:30, that'll be before daylight. You must be running a 360 light on your kayak, and that's up above your head as well, so you can be seen. If you are running a motor, you must have your navigation lights, your red, green lights up front. If you are running a motor as well, make sure that your kayak is registered. You know, we want to follow all safety and legal things within the state of Florida. Must have a whistle on your kayak at all times. That is another requirement. So if something happens, you know that you can do a blast and get a hold of some help pretty easy. What else is there on the safety factor? I think that covers all the major ones.
Yeah, just navigation lights, 360 lights, a high visibility flag flown at all times. That whistle is key, or any audible device. You can have a air horn, whatever that is, but it has to be, you do have to have either a whistle or that air horn. That is United States Coast Guard regulation for any vessel, boat, kayak, whatever it is. So make sure you guys are following that. One thing too, make sure you guys have a valid fishing license. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Valid fishing license. You guys need to have a valid fishing license. Mine actually, I believe, expires on the 10th, which is this Sunday. So I had to get an auto renew on mine. So make sure that you guys are doing that. Nothing says that, one, that's a state law that you have to have a fishing license. So nothing is stopping us from making anglers who are taking home a check be able to present a valid fishing license. And if you're not able to do that, is grounds for disqualifications as well, right? We don't want to do that. But same thing with registration. Make sure that your guys' boats and kayaks are registered through the proper channels so that you guys are operating right. FWC and things might come out there and stop you. We'd hate for you guys to get a ticket in regards to not having your boat properly registered or having a valid fishing license. So just do your due diligence on that. Follow all state and local laws when it comes to that, as well as our safety regulations we have. Again, we're doing this for fun. This is something that we're doing, and we want to make sure that you guys are having fun, but also doing so safely. No alcohol. You may not consume any or be under the influence of any alcohol or drugs while participating in an FKBT event. Okay? God forbid something happens, you fall out of your kayak and you're under the prescription, or you're under the influence of any prescriptions or narcotics, and you drown, right? You can still drown while wearing a life jacket. Okay? So if there is a suspicion that you are under the influence of any drugs or alcohol, we are going to have a conversation with you, and then we're going to either ask you to, we're going to disqualify you from that event, and there's a good chance that we are going to suspend you indefinitely from the club, because that is a huge risk that we do not need to be taken while you're out there on the water. Okay, so if you're participating in our events, drugs and alcohol, zero tolerance for that while you guys are out there on the water fishing. Okay, so definitely pay attention to that. We got some phenomenal prizes that we're going to be giving away as well. We got some Strike King product. We have some Lose rods, like we gave away Lose rods and reels that we're going to be giving away at BB1. We do have a Yak Attack leaderboard. I'm not sure if we're going to be giving it away at this event or a little bit later on, but we got some apparel that Todd's also going to be selling out there. Proceeds, $5 for proceeds per every item he sells is going to go towards the championships to help the championship to raise some money. I have in front of me the Little Debbie. Little Debbie is going home with some Christmas tree cakes for this event, as well as Todd, you got it?
What's that?
You got a Little Debbie check. Look, Todd, and for the Florida
I
Cat
don't
Bass
have
Trail,
it. It's already packed out there.
Okay.
I've
We're
already
going
got
to
it
be
packed.
giving away little Debbie checks. Todd has checks that the big checks as well that we give away for this event as well as any other Florida Kayak Bass Trail event. If any angler that catches over 100 inches in a single day, you're going to get an FKBT 100+ inch club sticker, the hammer sticker that you guys can put on your kayak to display that you are a part of the 100-inch club. As of right now, there's only 2 anglers that are in the 100-inch club, right? We got Sherman Bishop, and I believe it's you, Todd, right? Yep. So Sherman Bishop and Todd Quillen are the only 2 anglers right now that are in that club. That's a pretty elite club. It's pretty hard to do. I came up 1 inch shy on the championship last year, which is unfortunate, but Orange Lake is definitely one of those lakes that can put 100 inches up on the board pretty quick. So we got a lot of cool things that we're going to be doing, giveaways that we traditionally do after each event. If we get over the 50 angler mark, again, payouts top 5, same as it was for the first event on Toho. Any 49 and below, we pay out top 3. $40 per your entry fee is going towards the payout. $5 goes towards admin fees to help recoup some of the money that we spend and purchase on the checks and the products that we're giving away. And then $3 per every angler is going into the championship fund as well. Okay, so $40 is being paid out to you guys, as well as Big Bass is 100% payout. So $10 goes into Big Bass, $10 is getting put into Big Bass, $5 of Big Bass goes towards the overall Florida Kayak Bass Trail Lunker, which is the single biggest bass caught in the FKBT regular season. And then $5 of those proceeds go to the Orange Lake or that specific event's Big Bass. So, yeah, that's pretty much all that is to cover for the Orange Lake event. If you guys have any questions in regards to this, maybe your first event, you have a question that you didn't feel comfortable with answering or dropping in the comment section below, please reach out to myself, Todd, or Sean, and we will make sure to get you squared away. Again, our number one priority in any of these FKBT events is your safety, right? And then second is have fun, right? We're not some big nationwide trail. We're a bunch of folks that like to go out there and fish competitively and have a chance to walk away with some money. But also at the end of the day, it's not always about the money. It's about the friendships that you guys are creating at these award ceremony and while you're out on the water. So be respectful to anglers on the water. If you're entering an area, I'll talk about, thank you, Alan, for pre-fishing. There's a couple things now that got brought to my mind about that. Once I wrap that up, I'll address that. But we want to make sure that you guys are respecting anglers that are on the water, with there being other boated tournaments going on and a large amount of kayak anglers on the water. Make sure that you guys communicate to other anglers on the water and say, hey, are you okay? Are you cool with that if I fish in this area? And be respectful, okay? Pre-fishing ends tomorrow. What does the rules state? Pre-fishing ends when? I want someone in the comment section to drop when pre-fishing ends. Please. I'm gonna wait until someone figures it out. Because no, you're not allowed to pre-fish all day tomorrow. All right. So again, when you guys check that box and say yes, I've read and I agreed to the terms and the rules, make sure that you guys are fully aware of what is allowed and what's not allowed when it comes to pre-fishing. So yes, Chris Mitchell is just throwing numbers out there. Why are you doing that? So, okay, so I have 12. All right, noon. Noon is the latest that you guys can be on the water tomorrow. All anglers must be off the water by noon. That's for every event in the 2024 to 2025 season. What's going on, John Bird? John Beebe. congratulations on your promotion. He is going to be a part of the product development team for Lose, which is going to be awesome. Excited to see what he comes up with. So thanks for tuning in, man. Awesome. Just bought a new frog rod too, so looking forward to using that. But yes, so noon tomorrow is the latest that you guys can be on Orange Lake or Loch Loosa. Get off the water, go get some rest, get some food, and you guys get ready to be at the ramp early Saturday morning to get out on the water, okay? But yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I believe that was Alan Moore. So noon, yeah, I think that was it. So pre-fishing ends at noon. Make sure you guys are only using the approved launches. If we find out that any angler is fishing or launching from an unapproved location via off the road at an Airbnb, whatever the case may be, you're going to be disqualified. Simple as that. And launching and going underway to gain a competitive edge is also not tolerated. You guys, those anglers will be disqualified. So as simple as that. Have fun out there, though, guys. We're going to be meeting up for the award ceremony, because I almost forgot this. The award ceremony is going to be at the Marjorie Keenan Rollin Historic Boat Ramp, the historic boat ramp that's on the east side. The award ceremony will be starting at 4:15 on the dot. Okay, so at 4:15 we're going to start. Last photo submission is going to be 3:30. Award ceremony at 4:15. If you guys are not going to be able to make the award ceremony and check in, you need to communicate to myself, Todd, or Sean by noon. We need to know if you cannot make the award ceremony to sign in by noon. Okay? So if you can't make it, right, let us know. If you get off the water before line's out, make sure that you reach out to myself, Todd, or Sean and say, hey, I'm off the water, not going to be able to make the award ceremony, and then you're good to go. We can account for that. We'll sign you off just to make sure that you're off the water and you're safe and you're good to go. Okay? So that is priority number one there. You can we talked about that, Kaylin, last Friday or Saturday. You guys are able to go on to Wildware, the link that's on our Florida Kayak Bass Trail official page, and place your order for your jersey. We can pin that to the top of our official page so that you guys can use it, or Todd, we'll post it up there. We'll tag everyone in it again, and I'll send a link out through Fishing Chaos that you guys can click to purchase your jerseys.
Yep. And if there's some logos on there that you want to change out,
just let them know.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm just going to send the link out through Fishing Chaos once I'm done here, so to all the members, and then you guys can place your order that way. Okay. Appreciate you guys for bringing that up. Any other final questions before we get off? Again, we're looking forward to seeing you guys out on Orange Lake, the big bass factory of Florida, on Saturday. Main thing, have fun. We're looking forward to seeing you guys and hanging out with you at the award ceremony, taking some pictures, winning some cool swag, winning some Lose product. We got a couple BB1 Pros, a couple the Lose Signature Series rods that we're going to be giving away, and some Strike King Strike King baits, things of that such. We also got quite a few big bass. Is going to be Hobie Eyewear. We're going to be giving away a free pair of eyewear. We also have some, the first place is going to be going home with the Cross Kicks. You guys are going to get a free pair of those Cross Kicks. Twist Lock beverage locking system. The Twist Lock is also going to be going home. Beverage containers are going to be going home with first, second, and third for every event as we finish up the season. Okay, so there you go. Awesome. But that's all I got, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. From looking at it, we averaged 27, so there's about 10 folks that weren't able to watch the live. So if you're watching this after the fact and after this live has ended, please be sure to drop your name in the comment section below so that we can gather your name and check you off, because this is mandatory. If you fail to watch this live through its entirety, please drop your name in the comment section below at the end of the day, so that we can check you off and make sure that you're good to go for Saturday on Orange Lake. Okay. We're also got some koozies we're going to be giving away. So Awesome. Thank you, guys. What's Big Bass for the year so far?
23 and a half.
23 and a half is Big Bass right now. So you got that by 3 inches, Sherman, if you continue to do what you've been doing for the past 2 years. So we're fishing some lakes this year that are going to produce some absolute giants. So I'm curious to see what it's going to take home Big Bass this year. Okay. So this actually concludes the portion of the mandatory captains meeting. So you guys don't have to stay on any further. But what I am going to talk about now and transitioning into check in no later than 4. Yes, if you so we're going to be at the boat ramp. I'm going to be off the water, Doug. I'm going to be off the water a little bit early. If you guys want to check in and leave and not stay for the award ceremony, I'll be at the boat ramp. So 4:15 is the latest that you guys can check in. Okay, once we start the award ceremony, any angler that hasn't checked in without a valid reasoning or haven't communicated with us is gonna their entries will be disqualified. Okay, thank you for asking that, Doug. But yeah, that concludes this portion of the mandatory captains meetings. I'm going to transition into some other items here to talk about briefly on what kind of to look forward to for the club moving forward for this year and some things that we're going to be doing moving forward. So again, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on Saturday. But direction for the FKBT moving forward, it's looking good, right? We have some really good partners that we've locked in with here for the past couple years. Sponsorships are looking good. One thing that's different from last year that it is this year is not giving away a kayak for Angler of the Year. Okay, I'm here to give you guys an update on the kayak situation that we talked about. We were in communication with a company. I'm not going to put any names out there, but that fell through. Okay. The way that the economy is at the moment, it's making it very difficult for businesses to donate product to us. We're not a national trail. We're not a fairly large trail. We don't go out and ask our sponsors for money, right? It's literally discount codes and product or things of that nature, right? So the company that we were looking out for originally said that they would be able to support, and then we submitted the application. It got denied. For whatever reason it is, we're not going to stress about that. But something that we've been in communication with a local kayak shop here in Central Florida, actually in Auburndale, with Dave with Action Water Sports, is he has agreed to not give us, we're going to buy it. The club is going to buy it, but we're going to purchase a kayak from Dave, Action Water Sports, and we're going to do a raffle with that kayak. Okay, what the price of those raffle tickets are going to be is undetermined. We're going to set a goal on, hey, this is how much money we're wanting to raise, and then what the kayak costs. So I'm going to make a post here shortly, probably after Orange Lake, on what kayak would you guys be willing to purchase a raffle ticket for and use, right, with stipulations. Okay, so if it's a PWR, if it's an XTR, if it's an autopilot, if it's the new Old Town, the EPDL, whatever that is, I'm gonna make a list. We're gonna vote on it, and then we are going to pair that kayak with a NK stern mount motor. Okay, and you guys are going to purchase these raffle tickets, right? However, we're not sure if we're going to set it to a fixed number, but in a way that we're going to open this up to everybody, members and non-members, to kind of help generate funds and for us to kind of boost payouts and things at our state championship this year. Okay, it's a fundraiser that we're going to do, but we're going to set it to a set number. We're not sure what that number is. It might be 52. It might be 100, right? We're not sure what it is. We're going to talk and see how many people would actually participate in it, so that we can raise some money, but also that kayak will go to a home that of someone is actually going to use it, because you get a kayak, you win a kayak, you're sitting in a kayak, you don't necessarily need it. Anglers are selling or giving them away or not using them, and we don't want that to happen. So we're trying to think of a way to raise money, but also, support our local club as well, our kayak club. Dave over at Action Water Sports has been absolutely amazing. If you guys are in the market for a kayak, I highly suggest that you guys go over there and give him a look. He has everything under the sun, from Hobie, Old Town, Native, Bonafide, Van Honks. He has, the list goes on. He has Recons, the Wilderness Systems. He has it all. If you're interested in that, and he has really good deals. Really good deals. He has PWRs on sale right now for $1,600. Okay, out the door. So definitely, if you guys are in the market, I'm going to put that out there, soliciting your input. If you guys have or know of companies that would like to donate, by all means, please send them our way. We'd love to communicate with them. We're trying to find and do everything that we can in our power to make this club the absolute best. Make it the flagship club here in Florida. We can't do that without your guys' support. Our sponsors showing up and doing what they do each and every day. Strike King gave us BB1 Pros to give away, right? That is absolutely amazing. Those are really good reels. That is their baby, right? The BB1 has been around for a very long time. It's a tried and true reel. Giving them away. I'm at each event, so we can't thank those guys enough. But we also want to get you guys, get your guys' input on what you guys want to see. So that's a little bit about what our plan is for raising money for the championship. If you guys have any ideas, please also reach out to us. We'd love to hear them. Some of them we're obviously not going to be able to do. We are limited on funds because we want to be able to put that money back into your guys' pockets, since we don't make anything off of this anyways. It's all for volunteer work. So please know that what we are trying to do behind the scenes is a lot. So please continue to support and share your ideas with us. Yes, Dave is great, and warranty issues are hassle free. You take it to him, and it took me when I had my Titan, it took me a week, not even a day, for him to submit it and it get approved, and then just waiting on my hole to be replaced and it to ship in. You go there, give him the hole, he gives you a new kayak, you're out the door. But yeah, awesome. I'll put Dave's information too on our official page, so you guys can go out there and show some support. He has Yak Attack products. He has paddles. He has kayaks, life jackets, all power pole systems. He has Newport NK. He's the NK Newport dealer for the Lakeland, Auburndale area as well. He has a battery. He has the NK 180 Pro and an NK 300 in stock right now if you guys are looking to upgrade your setups. But he can get you anything. So that's a little bit about that. If you guys have any questions regarding the club, just let me know. Hopefully we don't have any more setbacks moving forward in any of these future events. But we're looking forward to having just a fantastic year. When it comes to Angler of the Year, Rookie of the Year, we're going to be doing some prize packs and things that you guys are going to be able to give away, or that we're going to be giving away to you guys for those championships. But we're just trying to do the best we can, but also know we are a very large club, but we're a large club that we're in a sense that we also don't, reach out and solicit for money donations either. Okay. In the future we may, but right now we've been doing great. And I think you guys have been able to, on the right side of things. Our payouts have been really good, and the products that we give away at the end of each event have been, really, really good as well. So, yeah, bearing any other questions, guys, Todd, do you have anything you'd like to add to that?
I think you covered it pretty well, man.
Yeah, sorry for kind of going on kind of being long-winded there. I just want to be open and transparent with you guys on what that looks like and kind of why we've made some of those decisions. Why we made the decision to open up Loch Loosa. All it is just so that there's more opportunity for anglers to go out there and catch fish. With boat traffic, heavy boat traffic, safety is paramount. If I ruffle a few feathers or I make you upset, I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, angler safety and making sure that you guys have a successful event is really all that I care about. I am going to be there. I will be fishing. I paid my dues, but I'm not going to be submitting any fish. I'm not going to be out there trying to ruffle up any Angler of the Year points. I'm going to go out there, have fun with you guys. I plan on kind of going around taking pictures on the water so we can have some on the water stuff too. So I'm just going to go out there, have fun with you guys, get to do one more final award ceremony. Something that I truly take pride in, and something that I find a lot of joy in. So bear with me. Hopefully I don't get too emotional with it like I did at the state championship. Hopefully I don't. But I'm very passionate about it. I love you guys. You make fishing fun, and that's what it's all about. So be respectful. Come by and say hi, shake my hand. I'd love to get to meet you guys before I hit the road and head up to North Dakota. So please come by and say hi if you can. I'd love to have a drink with you, some water. What you got, Todd?
Two quick things. The Hobie TOC is going on right now, and a couple of our anglers are in there. Blake Abbey is sitting at number 36 at the moment.
Oh, wow.
On day 2 at 150 inches. And Brian Nelly is sitting in 4th place currently.
Really?
On day 2 at 185.5 inches.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. That's awesome. So Brian Nelly, it's his first year with us. He is out of, they're both, Blake Abbey and them, they're on the East Coast. Both of them have been major winners on the Hobie series as well. Fantastic folks. So awesome. Congrats, Blake, if you're watching this. They got day 3 tomorrow, right? Or yeah, day 3 is tomorrow. So good luck. Finish strong. Oh, thank you, Doug, for that. I appreciate it. I might take you up on that. Is Jody still leading?
No.
At 100 inches. No,
he's in 2nd.
Oh, wow. Someone had a day today.
His name is let me find it. Rick, I think. Oh, come on. Update phone. Phone's not updating. It is Ryan. Ryan Matkulowicz. Something. Okay. He's at 192 inches. Ewing Minor is in 2nd, and Jody Queen is in 3rd.
Oh, wow. Ewing Minor, he bumped up quick. He was flirting there at the bottom of the top 10, I think. He was in the top 10.
Yeah, he's 189 inches quarter, and Jody Queen is 186 and a quarter.
Wow. Big fish being caught up there. That's going to be awesome. Stay tuned. Watch that. We'll definitely be bringing on some guys and having them talk. We plan on bringing Chris Mitchell on here at some point after the Orange Lake event to talk about his state championship title with the Florida Bass Nation folks, and as well as some other things that he has to present or talk about as far as Elite Sticks. We plan on bringing quite a few of you guys on as well. So if you place in the top 3 or 5, depending on the payout scale, we also, or Big Bass, we're going to bring you guys on the following Thursday to talk about the event, kind of give you guys a chance to introduce yourself to the club on the virtual platform as well, and kind of introduce yourself. So we're looking forward to that next Thursday at 7 o'clock. We'll meet right back here to discuss and go over Orange Lake, talk everything about that, introduce the top anglers there, and then talk about our upcoming event on, I believe it is Claremont in December. So, thank you guys for sticking with us. We're keeping it under that hour mark. We're at 58 minutes now. So thank you guys so much. Again, we look forward to seeing you guys out there on Saturday. If you're at the ramp in the morning, we'll say hi, but also looking forward to seeing you guys at 4:15 as we start the award ceremony to wrap up Orange Lake. So good luck out there on Saturday. Please be sure to reach out with any questions. But yeah, safe travels to Orange Lake. But yeah, looking forward to seeing you later.
Peace.